I want to come to the last chesed that we are going to do here together. The most beautiful chesed ever is davening, praying for someone else. And Chazal tell us, when you feel that you have a huge pain on your heart, and you can still daven for someone else, still say a good word to someone else, you give him life, so Hashem will give you life. You took care of his daughter, he'll take care of you. A good word. We don't even understand the chesed of saying a good word. I told you that in our yeshiva, there are boys, with energy. On Purim, my husband told me we have to invite them for Purim. And I said to him, I'm so scared because without drinking alcohol, they are wild with all their DHD, DVD. And now what will happen? And he said, we must. Seudat Purim, we must. So we invited them. They were in the salon. We were in the kitchen. And suddenly he came. The biggest, the strongest, with huge muscles, crying like a little boy, holding his phone and telling me, Rabbanit, please call my Ima. I want to talk to my Ima. And I say to him, I can't. Your Ima lives in Monsey, so far away. It's not the hours that she can answer, and I don't have her number here. He sits on the floor, all this big guy, crying, אני רוצה את אמא, אני רוצה את אמא. And in a way, we find her number, we call her, and he takes the phone and says, Ima, I love you, Ima, I love you. And then he gives me the phone and says, Rabbanit, can you please tell my Ima that I am a Bachur Tov, a good boy? Do you know that since I was born, no one ever told my Ima that I am a Bachur Tov? We cried so much. And I heard his mother crying from the other side of the ocean. And I always say to my husband, this Purim was a Kippurim. I'm sure that the gates of heaven were opened to this boy's tears and his mother's tears. Do you know how many boys and girls would stay good and learning and davening and tzanua if only one good word was said to them? Just count how many good words you say in the house and how many bad words. When my husband talks to husbands, he says to him, before you get out of the house, you turn around and tell her, Ishti, my wife, you are the best mother in the world. That day, you will make pizza with them. You will go to them on the slide. You will go to Disney World. You will hug them and kiss them. One word gives a woman life. Ma, Yemima, are we that stupid? Ken. You know that always women come and tell me, Yemima, he doesn't need words. A woman needs good words. זה לא נכון. A woman doesn't need good words because we have intuition without words. Now he's crazy about me. Children, Abba is nervous. Let's vanish away. But men do not have intuition. עיניים להם ולא יראו. So you have to say to them good words. And if you want him to say a good word, you tell him, I want, so many times my husband is learning Gemara, and I come to him and say, is that beautiful? I want you to tell me that it's beautiful. And he says, you look beautiful. And I'm so happy. Why? First of all, because he did not see, and it's new. I'm scared of him that he'll see that I bought another time. And second of all, those words were said. And their perfume now is in the house. I always say that the word mishpacha in Hebrew have in it the word simcha, happiness, and the missing letter is pe. All the simcha in the mishpacha depends on the pay. So many good words can still be said. Say them. Wake up in the morning like the sun. Daven for them. My husband was a Rav, a teacher in a boys' school many, many years. And he had one Talmid, such a tzaddik, such a boy. And then there was Asefat Horim, all the parents came, and he wanted to see the boy's father. Who is the father of this tzaddik? And there enters a woman, tired woman. And he asks her, who are you? And she says, I'm his mother. Is he okay? Where is his Abba? And she says, his Abba is not very normal. He is a beggar in the Kotel Ma'aravi. How did you have the merit of having such a boy? And she says, I don't know. I clean houses and offices. But how do you have such a boy? And she said, every morning, I wake up very, very early and I read all the book of Tehillim. And then I go and waking up my one and only son after I davened for him. These are good words as well. Even if you don't say it to them, you say it to him. When you have distress with one of your boys or daughters, the most horrible thing to do is to say, Hashem, I have such pain and sorrow that she's not married yet. She causes you sorrow. She makes you sad. You must stand and say, I love her so much. She makes me so happy. I know how she hides her sadness only to make me happy. Please make her happy. Wow, you are saying such good words of your daughter. I will help you to make her happy. To make someone happy with words. Wow. To make someone happy with words of tefillah. Wow. To have a tefillah for someone else when you yourself is in distress. You are in distress. Wow. We'll do it right now. Together. Just before the challah of our dearest Chana. I want you to do what the angels used to do in Beit HaMikdash when all the people of Am Yisrael came to Beit HaMikdash on Sukkot, Pesach, Shavuot. They saw the angels above the Aron Kodesh putting their wings like this and blessing them. Harav Ovadia Yosef used to tell us this, to do this as a sgula for tefillot to be answered. It was always before Yom Kippur. We were thousands of women in Me'arat HaMachpelah, and he told us, each and every woman, to put her fingers on the head of the one that sits next to her. Let's do it.